Something looks really, really familiar about that bow. I just can't place it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, what's that? It's like an arrow that reveals enemies' locations with some type of sonic pulse coming out from it. I swear I've seen that before, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's right. Poor Hanzo. What about this? This looks like a wall that blocks an enemy's progress. A May wall? Is that what that is, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. I am Stylosa, and what we're going to do in this video is take a look at the abilities we have seen so far in the Valorant reveal video and the subsequent videos that have been sent out across the community. So we also have the ability details listed for each hero in the demo, and for heroes that we see, well, that just don't even get used, which is super cool. So in this video, the idea is we're going to compare these abilities to abilities in Overwatch, but also Apex Legends as well, to just kind of see where, well, Riot are getting their inspiration from. Now, one thing I want to say at the start of this video is abilities are kind of like wheels, right? You can't reinvent the wheel, but what you can do is put wheels in different configurations to make a different vehicle. And that's kind of what Riot are trying to do here. But yes, there is crossover, and there are abilities that, yes, look like straight up rips out of other games. But we'll have to wait and see how that actually impacts the game going forward. All right, let's get stuck into this. So the first character I want to show you guys is Sova. Now, Sova is the Russian character, and he is a scout character. And these are his abilities. Shock Bolt. Fire an explosive bolt that emits a damaging pulse of static energy upon impact. Owl Drone. Deploy a pilotable drone that can fire a dart that will reveal enemies who are hit. Now that sounds very familiar if you guys play Crypto in Apex Legends. He has a drone he can use, and it reveals the position of enemy players. This looks a little bit different because you have to actually fire darts at the enemy to tag them. I'm kind of getting visions back to Star Trek Insurrection. If any of you guys have watched that film, there's like little drones that fire little tags. I believe they're isolinear tags that teleport, or not teleport, that allows to be transported through the atmosphere. That's a rabbit hole we're not going down, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, next ability is the signature ability. This is Recon Bolt, and fire a bolt that deploys a sonar emitter. The sonar pings tag nearby enemies, causing them to be revealed, can be destroyed. This is Hanzo's sonic arrow, only the downside here is it can be destroyed, but you can bounce this off walls, which is really cool. And his ultimate is Hunter's Fury. Fire up to 3 deadly energy blasts that spear across the entire map. Each enemy hit takes heavy damage and is marked. Now, we don't see this used, but that sounds like it just fires through walls, and it's just ridiculous. Goes straight through the map, and it's going to kill you. That sounds insane. So that is Sova, the Russian character. Next up is Sage. She is one of the Chinese characters in the game. Slow Orb. Cast out an orb that breaks into a slowing field upon impact with the ground. All caught in the field are slowed, grounded, and make noise when moving. That sounds really, really good. It sounds like an awesome area denial ability. Barrier Orb. Conjure a large, solid wall. Right-click to rotate the wall before casting. This is May's Ice Wall. Ladies and gentlemen, it is literally that, but it looks bigger. Like it covers more of an area when it gets used, which seems crazy. You can, of course, stand on top of this as well. Signature ability. Healing Orb. Heal an ally or yourself to full health over a few seconds. Now, this is a heal that you cast by equipping the orb, targeting your friendly player, and firing the orb, and it will heal them. This is like, well, it's just a heal. It's not an orb like a Moira orb that you throw out and it just sort of heals everybody AoE. No, it's just a single target heal. And the ultimate for Sage is Resurrection. Hello, Mercy. Only this is a single target res that is the ultimate. So you can't use this all of the time. Like Mercy's res, it's pretty short cooldown compared to this. Anyway, ultimate Resurrection. Target a friendly corpse. After a short delay, revive them with full health. I think this hero is going to be mega strong, because the ability to bring somebody back from death when you've got your ultimate up means that that player can play a little bit brain dead. They can do stupid stuff. They can maybe peek when they shouldn't peek. And when they get killed, well, they can just be rezzed again. She's just going to be super strong. Next up is Phoenix, the British character. So clearly the best character in the entire game, ladies and gentlemen. So Phoenix is the fire-based character, and this is what he's got. Hot hands. Throw a fireball that explodes after a delay or upon impact with the ground. The fire zone damages enemies, but heals Phoenix. That's really cool. Blaze. Cast out a flame wall that blocks vision and damages anyone passing through it. You can bend the wall when casting by turning while holding left click. Seems crazy, a bent wall, but now this isn't a physical wall. You can walk through it, but you're going to take damage if you do that. That is insane. Signature ability, Curveball. Cast a curving flare that bursts into brilliant light after a brief delay, temporarily blinding all looking at it. Left click curves it left, right click curves it right. That is actually a flashbang. That is straight from CSGO, but the difference here is you can curve it, which, well, you can't curve flashbangs, but you can, I guess, bounce them off walls in CSGO. This, I don't know whether you can bounce it off a wall, but you can throw it round a corner, it would seem. Pretty crazy. Ultimate ability, Run It Back. Now, if you guys have played Revenant, the latest hero to hit, or champion, or character, whatever you want to call him, to hit the Apex, well, I guess he's a legend, right? Because it's Apex Legends. His ultimate ability is a totem. He drops on the ground, players can click it, rush in, and when they die, or when they reach 1 HP, they get teleported back to the totem. This is kind of what Phoenix has got, so, but only it's just for him, it's not for his team. So Run It Back. Mark your current location. If you die during this ability's duration, or when this ability's duration expires, you'll be reborn at the marked location with full health. Now, Phoenix, I think, is going to be up there with Sage as a character that is just going to be insanely powerful. A line of sight blocker, a flashbang, basically a res, a get out of jail card. It's just, this guy, it just seems absolutely nutty. Next up is Omen. Now, we don't actually have any gameplay of Omen. Now, I've been showing you guys gameplay of the various heroes as we speak about them, but Omen is not there. There is no footage of this hero. But these are his abilities. And, well, this guy's basically Reaper from Overwatch, right? Paranoia. Send out an ethereal shadow in a straight line, near-sighting anyone it touches. Okay, that's a bit mad. Shadow Walk. It's like a scout ability in a way. Shadow Walk. After a delay, dematerialize and teleport a short distance. Sounds familiar. Signature ability, Dark Cover. Cast out a stealth ethereal orb that bursts into an obscuring sphere of shadow at its final location. Can be charged to increase distance. Okay, so it's like a mega smoke nade. And his ultimate, from the shadows. Now, somebody else says that. I might know of Mr. Reaper. Hello there. Mr. Gabriel Reyes. Yo, any fans in the back? Raise your hand. So, yeah, select anywhere on the map to teleport and reform. When arriving, appear as a shade that will go back to your original location if killed. Once teleport is complete, become incorporeal for a short time. That just sounds crazy. So you can basically teleport into the enemy's backline. You're basically invulnerable to damage as the teleport pops. In you come, and you just destroy people. Yeah, this guy, just give him shotguns, and you've got Reaper. Next up, we've got Jett. She is the South Korean character in the game. She's very much an assassin character. Check this out then. Cloud Burst. Throw a cloud of fog that obscures vision on impact. Hold down the ability button to bend the cloud's in-flight trajectory. Crazy. These are smoke grenades, but she's got 3 of them, which is mental. Updraft. After a brief wind up, propel yourself upwards. Again, sounds insane. Like it's a super jump. You can get into really cheeky positions that enemies won't expect you to be in, and then you can just suddenly, well, pop them as they walk in. That is mad. Signature ability, Tailwind. Immediately dash a short distance in the direction you're moving. This is a tracer blink. That's what that is. Say no more. Ultimate, Blade Storm. Arm yourself with several deadly throwing knives that deal a moderate damage and kill on headshots. Scoring a kill restores all daggers. Left click to throw a single dagger. Right click throws all remaining daggers in a short ranged burst. Now, I think Jett is going to be one of those. She's going to be the... I mean, how can I say this? She's going to be the Wraith of this game, I'd imagine. She is very much the, hey, look at me, I'm throwing daggers, I'm jumping up, I'm blinking kind of character. Now, I do think the Tailwind ability, the blink, is going to be really good because it means you can do like super peeks. Like, yeah, we've heard of peeking, we've heard of double peeking, but what about super peeking where you can just literally blink out really fast and it will catch like an enemy off guard that is potentially looking at that line of sight and you can just sort of out the choke and start firing. That seems a bit crazy. This is Cypher. Now, again, we don't have any gameplay footage of Cypher being played. However, these are his abilities. And in the screenshot you guys can see on the screen, this shows his ultimate ability, I believe, being used. So I guess we'll start with that. This is Neural Theft. Extract information from the corpse of an enemy, revealing the location of their living allies. Excuse me, what the hell? So this will just show you the location of everybody on the map. If you kill somebody and then use it on their corpse, that seems insanely powerful, because in tactical shooters, if you know where the enemy is, I mean, that is such a powerful ability to have. But again, it's an ultimate, so it's not available that often. Now, in the next screenshot, you guys can see a very blue line here in the bottom left next to Cypher's model. This is Trapwire. So this is the free ability. Place a stealth tripwire between two walls. Triggering enemies are restrained and revealed for a short time. If the trap is not destroyed, it activates to daze the trapped victim, can be picked up. So cool. Little tripwire kind of thing you drop down. That's really cool. That might catch people off guard. But again, like, it is fairly visible, so maybe it won't be that great. If people see it, they'll just jump over it, maybe. I don't know. Cyber Cage. Toss out a remote activation trap. Reactivate to create a cage that slows enemies who pass through it. Look at a trap and press use to detonate it, or hold activate to detonate all. That sounds a bit crazy again. So you can see this guy is very much sort of like area denial in a way. You can lock down an area. He's going to know. He's surveillance, right? He's going to know if you're going to push into an area, because he's going to put down his tripwire. If you interact with it, destroy it, or jump over it, he knows you're there. His Cyber Cage, the same thing. So his signature ability very much follows along these lines, and it is Spy Cam. Place a remote camera. After placing, reactivate to view the video feed. Left click while in camera to fire a tracking dart. Recharges when picked up or killed. So this is kind of similar to the ability we've seen on... Next up, we've got Brimstone. Now, he's a USA character, and Brimstone is kind of touted as like the military commander, the leader on the field. Now, his abilities are pretty straightforward, to be honest. And he's got an ability that's very similar to, well, Gibraltar's ultimate ability from Apex Legends. So, Incendiary. Launch an incendiary grenade that deploys a damaging field of fire. This is a Molotov straight out of Counter-Strike. Stim Beacon. Target a nearby location to call in a stim beacon, giving all players near it rapid fire. That could be crazy. Imagine rapid fire with the AWP style weapon, or like a pump action shotgun or something. What happens if you rapid fire a heavy machine gun? What then? Are you literally just deleting people? That sounds crazy. I'm not going to lie. That sounds absolutely mental. Signature ability, Sky Smoke. Use your map to call in orbital deployment smoke screens that obscure vision. Click to set the locations and confirm to launch. That's really good. But that's deploying a smoke. It's almost like a trick smoke, but a guaranteed trick smoke from CSGO, where you can just like deploy this where you like. That's really, really good. I mean, that you can set up attacks, you can set up defenses. That is really good, that ability. His ultimate ability, this is the Gibraltar ability. Straight up, this is just straight up Gibraltar's ability. Orbital Strike. Use your map to target a location, launching a devastating orbital strike that pulses for high damage over several seconds. So I think he seems very straightforward, but he also seems very usable. He might be kind of like the newbie-friendly hero, but to be honest, all these heroes seem extremely usable. And finally, we're going to take a look at Viper. Now, Viper seems amazing. Again, like line of sight blocking abilities, damage over time abilities, just seems crazy. So the first ability is Snakebite. Fire a projectile that explodes into a pool of damaging acid. Okay, so kind of like a little area denial type of ability. If someone's hiding behind a corner, you can hit them with the Snakebite. Could be pretty cool. Poison Cloud. Throw a gas emitter that you can reactivate to create a poisonous smoke cloud at the cost of fuel. The emitter can be picked up and thrown again after a short cooldown. That's cool, right? So you can throw this, use it, and then go and pick it up again and throw it again. That just seems crazy. But remember, you have to make sure you've got enough fuel available, because if you've got none, well, then you won't be able to use this. Signature ability, Toxic Screen. Deploy a long line of gas emitters that you can reactivate to create a tall wall of toxic gas at the cost of fuel. Again, you guys are seeing this in the gameplay footage here. It's a very visually stunning ability, this is. And again, it's just going to block line of sight. It's just like a massive smoke wall. It's insane. And the ultimate is Viper's Pit. Emit a massive toxic cloud in a large area that lasts as long as Viper stays inside the cloud. Enemies inside the cloud are highlighted. So this ability, we do see it in the footage, is pretty good, to be honest. But I'd imagine because you have to stay inside the cloud, wherever you see this, you know Viper's going to be in there. So we did see the developers, as they played the game, fire basically the sonic arrow, the recon arrow, whatever it's called, straight into that to try and find the Viper in there. You know she's going to be in there. But again, you imagine this going over like a bomb plant or a spike plant, as the bomb is called in this game. Just going to be crazy. Well, there you go, guys. This has been a look at the abilities that we know these heroes have got. Now, this ability information has come direct from Riot. Now, it's unfortunate we don't have gameplay footage to show all of the heroes off and go into massive detail showing you the abilities being used. This is something we will do in the future. I have been lucky enough to be invited to an event where we will be able to capture footage on this game, and I'm looking forward to that because there's going to be tons of stuff we'll be able to do, looking at the maps, looking at the heroes, looking at the buy orders, the tactics, and just loads of stuff. It's going to be cool. Anyway, guys, I hope you've been enjoying the videos on Valorant recently. I know this is a little bit of a departure from the regular Overwatch content. That content will resume when there's content to make videos on. Don't worry about that. It will resume. But yeah, I'm hyped for this game, and I've been waiting for a long time to get more information, and it just feels awesome to be able to sort of get stuck into making these kind of videos again. All right, guys, I've been Stylosa, and if you guys enjoyed the video, remember you can like the video and leave a comment below. Why not subscribe to the channel and click the bell for more videos like this, which is going to be awesome. And you can follow me on everything, which is at Stylosa, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Toodaloo.